Hi, it's Bruno with Elvira Media, and today we're at Vidcon 2022. Today, I'm actually joined by this gentleman. Will you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tonjé. I'm the CEO and co-founder of OnScale. We do tax, bookkeeping, invoicing for creators.
So tell me, what are you doing here at VidCon?
We try to bring financial literacy into the creator economy. So there's so many creators who struggle with their finance. And my biggest fear is that those creators will end up like athletes and basketball players, like we make a lot of money and then they go bankrupt. So I'm here to help them.
What inspired you to actually start this journey and start this application? So is it just trying to help those people, or was there a specific incident where you realized that this is a market fit?
So I started as a creator in the entertainment industry. I started as a producer for theater and then for television back in France. Then I launched my own streaming service. It was called Afro. It was the Netflix for Africa. So for the past 10 years, I work with like creative people, creators, actors, and I realized that the best way I could empower them is through finance. Because that finance is what creates longevity, and so you become a sustainable creator.
Absolutely. So has there been anyone you've been excited to meet here, or are you just trying to connect with as many people here at VidCon?
To be honest, I wanted to meet you guys, and now that I'm here, I'm excited to share, like my story, share what we do at OnScale, and like we all came for the same reason. We love to create emotions. We love to create content for millions of people, and so just being surrounded by the community and being able to empower like creators is just like where I came from.
You said you did like a Netflix for Africa. Can you give me a little more context about that? Because I actually never knew that. And I'm only familiar actually with, I don't know if you know about this, but the Ugandan like action film scene that like is very popular. Those people are, by the way, absolutely amazing, creative, and I absolutely love the fact that they go all out no matter what. They'll make it happen.
Exactly. So in 2015, I created AfroStream, and the idea was to bring black content from all over the world in one platform, just to make it easy for people who actually want to discover like different type of cinema or people who are actually fan of black films to have a platform where they have like a lot of choice. And so I've traveled the world and I work with creators from the African diaspora that were based in China, in Canada, in the US, in Brazil, and in the African continent. And I was acquiring their movies and series and put everything on the platform. So there's like at least like 100,000 like movies and series available today on platforms like AfroStream.
That's fantastic. So is it like a Netflix subscription to get the whole library, or was it on a film by film basis?
It's like all you can eat, right? Like a Netflix model.
So what actually brings you out to Cali? So did you just fly for this event, or do you actually live here now? What's your story?
So like I live in New York, but originally I'm from Paris, and I came here just like for this event. So I'm in LA like every other month to connect with creators, and like VidCon is like one of the best events to connect with creators.
Yeah, so what's been the hardest part about being a founder for this company? Because how long has it been? It's just been a few months? Is it a recent thing, a year thing, or?
So we started the company about a year ago, but when it comes to the challenges that we went through, it's mostly about like understanding like the pain point, what is like really problematic for creators, and the second biggest challenge is that even if creators struggle with finance and they struggle with taxes, they don't want to talk about it. It's taboo. And so even if it's something that needs to be solved, they're not actively looking for a solution. So I try to solve a problem that is a big problem for them, but for like users that are not actively looking for a solution. Because when you're creative, like the finance and taxes is not something you want to discuss. So like the best way for me to engage with them is to be like friendly and to tell them like, don't be ashamed. Like we can talk about it. There's no taboo. Like I love you for who you are. Don't. There's no problem.
Finances, especially, I know it can be a very touchy subject. Like people don't want to talk about how much they're making, or like it can come off either cocky or it can be embarrassing to like compare yourself, be like, oh, I'm only making so much, right? But at the end of the day, we all need to make money. We all need to have a living, and with content creators, that tax law, because this is all about taxes, right?
Yes.
So that's what you're really trying to help, and organizing, budgeting, and saving, and all that as well. Financial health, really, that's all you're trying to solve. It can be something that is neglected by a lot of people, especially someone who's independent, like a content creator. So I actually really do appreciate the mission you have here. Thank you so much for giving this conversation, and I really love the mission. So where can people find you, and what's your app called?
So you can find us on the App Store. The app is OnScale, and we also have a website, is www.onscale.app.
Thank you so much, bro. Take care.
Thank you so much.